Hey gang, Dirty Rob from the West Michigan Trail Runners and the Gazelle Sports Dirty Herd here with this week's review of the Altra Olympus 2.0. Whew, it's a lot of shoe. But it has a very special purpose and everything, almost everything on this shoe meets that goal. I'm in love with this shoe. I am. This is a fantastic, fantastic shoe. But let's get in the nitty gritty and figure out whether you're going to love the shoe and what kind of runner should be in the shoe. So working my way top down, laces, I love them flat, a little wider. They're great. Tongue, plenty of padding there. Not in love with the lace guidance. It's a little low. My tongue did slide a little bit on some of the more cambered footfalls, but a minor deal. It didn't cause any hot spots, any irritation. I did notice it though. So I can imagine if you have a foot that's of lower volume than mine, that could certainly be an issue. The upper, one of the big changes in this one, more flexible, a little softer, going to move at the foot a little more, and it definitely noticeable. It is absolutely a more comfortable shoe than the previous version. Plenty of padding around the collar. Too much? I'll leave that up to you. It didn't bother me. This is not a 5K racing flat. I'm not looking at this shoe and trying to find ways to shave weight off of it. This shoe is meant for comfort, for the long haul. I like the padding. I have not done anything over, 10 miles in it, but I could certainly imagine if I was going to go 10, 20, 50, 100, I would want every ounce of that on there. So no complaints. Very little stitching in the upper, just right around the toe ran there. Gator trap, as always, on all our trail shoes, still there. Nice little toe topper here, or toe protector here on the top of the toe box. Obviously, foot-shaped toe box, so plenty of room up there. I love the volume in this shoe. If the previous version fit you well, you are going to love the fit of this one. If the Lone Peak is a little bit too tight for you, this is going to be great for you because this has a little more volume than the Lone Peak. It has a lot more volume than Superior, especially with the lack of that big giant toe ring that wraps over the toe box. So in as much as this is the high mileage max cushion trail shoe, the volume and the fit definitely corresponds with that. I don't think it's any wider than the other ones, but just having the extra volume height-wise is going to make it a little bit wider or feel a little bit wider than compared to the Lone Peak and the Superior. Looking at the midsole, you've got a double layer of the Airbound technology. That's their proprietary EVA. Lots of cushion there. There is no stone guard, no rock plate, no protection, which isn't totally shocking if you're a shoe nerd. Hoka doesn't have any rock plates in any of their shoes because there's so much shoe there. There's so much room there, or so much stability just in how it's built that you don't need the rock plate. At 36 millimeters, again, 36. That is the tallest shoe in the biz. You don't need a rock plate. You're not going to feel anything. You're going to roll over everything. It's great. I love it. Not a problem. Outsole, Vibram Mega Grip outsole. Great traction going up and downhill. Another nice improvement over the previous version. The old version of the Olympus, you could argue, could have done some comfortable road miles. This pretty much ruins it, I think, for that. This is definitely a trail shoe now, which is great. I wouldn't want to do much more than a quick little mile here and there on the trail or on the road, maybe to get to a trail. So all in all, though, super plush ride. Like I said, 36 millimeters of stack height. They list the weight at 11 ounces. This one, on my scale at the store, tipped in between 13.6 and 14.2. Scales are having a bad day the other day. Either way, it's not a light shoe, it's a heavy shoe. But you know what? You're going to get that. It's not meant to be super lightweight. Could they shave some weight off here? Yep. There are some spots they could take a little weight off of it, and I suspect they probably will. But man, I can tell you when running in it, you're not sitting there thinking that this shoe's heavy. You just don't. It's a super comfortable ride. Feels great. Love it to death. So the last question for the day is, who's going to want to run on this, and would you want to run on it? If you're a Hoka fan, I think you definitely need to try it. No doubt about it. If you're an Ultra fan and you're thinking Hoka, you definitely need to try it. Thinking about your first 100 mile, your first 50 mile, your first ultra distance, and you like low drop shoes, you definitely need to try it. Short of maybe the Challenger, the Huaka, and some of those kind of lighter weight Hokas, this thing, in my mind, for my foot, fits way better than, say, like the Bondi. This is a super comfortable, great fitting, max cushion shoe. And I love the fact that it's very trail specific with this grip on the bottom and the lugs on the bottom. If you have, of course, as with all Ultras, if you have a wide forefoot, It's got the wide foot-shaped toe box in there. Still the zero drop like all their shoes. Don't get distracted by some of the cool designs here in the outsole rubber. This thing is a zero drop, foot-shaped max cushion shoe. So lots of opportunity to get in, lots of people who could potentially try it. As I said earlier, if you're an Olympus fan, you love the previous versions, you are going to really love this version. This shoe, man, I have a dilemma in my hands. I did the Challenger review a couple weeks ago, and you know that I love that shoe, and it's in the trunk of my car, the esteemed trunk of my car. I'm gonna have to test this one out a little more side by side with that Challenger. This shoe is trunk worthy. It is absolutely trunk worthy. This is a fantastic, comfortable ride. I don't know though. It's too early to call. You'll have to get back to me on that one. I don't know if this one's gonna beat out the other one, or the Challenger is gonna beat this one out. This is gonna be a tough debate that I'm anxious to test. So that's it, gang. The Olympus 2.0, certainly trunk worthy. Will it actually beat out the Challenger? I need more miles to test them both. So thankfully the weather is dry, the trails are dry. Mother Nature is cooperating with an early spring and everything is good. So that's it. As always, I appreciate your time. I love the comments. Please keep them coming in the notes below. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let me know. So that's it for the day. The Olympus 2.0 on shelves now. Check it out. Fantastic max cushion, zero drop, foot-shaped toe box, ultra running trail shoe. Guys, I appreciate it as always. Get outside, enjoy Mother Nature. I'll see you in the trails. Peace out.